Hey there guys and girls, what is going on? It is Azrael today bringing you a episode of Career Mode. This is with Manchester City, episode number 11. Hope you enjoyed episode number 10. That was just going through the final sort of transfers and all that sort of stuff. So if you missed that and you just want a quick round up of the transfers, I recommend that you go watch that instead of watching both parts if you don't have much time. But getting into the game here, we've got against Arsenal, and it's at the Emirates Stadium, and they get off early with a goal. 10 minutes in, Lucas Podolski. It was a little bit of a poor defending, but it was a nice little finish from him anyway, so I wasn't too unhappy about conceding. I mean, obviously it's not good to concede, but if it's not too much of a bad goal, then it's okay. I mean, Torre and company were running back, but it didn't really too much at all. And again, I think they get 2-0 up here, which is pretty awful. Yeah, they do. And it's Conchesk. I always mess up like people's names on this. Like I know his name, but then I'll mess it up on here. It's really frustrating. But yeah, they went 2-0 up, which is pretty annoying. And I was not too happy about that, but you know, it was still early in the game, so I wasn't too fussed. And there we have it, our new signing, Edison Cavani, gets us a goal back just before 30 minutes play, which is always nice. You know, nice and early on we're getting the goal back. And yeah, he's an absolute beast of a player. I love using him. And people were saying, how come you got Jovetic? You didn't get Jovetic instead of Cavani, and that was simply because I wanted Cavani. I missed the second goal though. I looked and couldn't see where I'd gone. Anyway, it was 2-2, and then Javinho makes it 3-2 to them, which is really annoying. Like, I've just brought it back from 2-0 down to 2-2, and then they get the lead again. But yeah, Cavani, you'll see over the coming few games, really does score quite a few goals for me and really helps me out, which is basically why I bought him. And I've got 3 amazing strikers in Cavani, Balotelli and Aguero, which is absolutely awesome. And yeah, that's how it ended. Oh no, it didn't end like 5-2 to Arsenal, which is absolutely awful. I was so annoyed at that. I had to slow it down because I pressed A. So 5-2, 2 Cavani goals, but I was really annoyed. And here we have it. You know, transfer window is going through, and then this was FIFA. It just completely froze on me. Luckily, what I had to do is I had to do all the transfers again. And you know, I might have been a few million off on some of them, but basically I still have all the players, but it froze, and I had to turn my Xbox off, and because I hadn't saved it in a little while, it was like near the start of the transfer window, which is a bit annoying. But here we have a game. Sorry, my voice is a bit like it's not like bad, it's just yeah, frustrating, whatever. But yeah, we're playing in Southampton. Balotelli gets off with the early goal. Some games he just dominates, and there he does a little bit of dribbling, comes back inside, left foot finesse shot into the back of the net. And a few people ask why I don't finesse shots too often. That is simply because I find that on this game it's really not too good, and it doesn't really get you that many goals, so that's why I don't do it too often. Anyway, we're 2-0 up, and Boateng decides, you know what, I want to get in on this, and that's exactly what he did. He made it 3-0, and that's a really good result. Sometimes Southampton, even though they're not that great of a team, they often seem to be like the team that I can't beat, like the bogey team where you just can't beat them for some reason. And that is how it ended. I was trying to get a hat-trick with Balotelli, but it wasn't to be, and we won 3-0, 2 goals from Balotelli anyway, and Boateng getting us that 3rd goal. And I was very happy with that. I mean, we've had some good results lately. I'm really happy with the team that I've got here. It's an absolutely outstanding team. I'm loving both career modes. What I'm doing is, because I've got exams in January, I'm trying to make as many videos and record as much footage as possible, and then I can revise and, you know, don't need to make videos, and I don't need to record footage. I mean, even though I want to, it's just that I won't have time. Anyway, we've got a game here against AC Milan. It is in the Champions League. It's in the round of 16, and it's at the Etihad Stadium. I think the first game we drew, or maybe this is the first game. I'm not too sure. I think this might be the first game. And Aguero getting his 7th goal of all competitions. That is quite low because he's actually been injured for 3 months, if you remember, and that's why his goals is so low. But he's playing absolutely amazing, and it's good to get us off with an early lead there, which is always nice to see. He's got a lovely bit of pace and a lovely finish. I absolutely love using him on career mode. I actually think he's a fantastic player. But they do get back into this game. Poor defending. I brought the keeper out and had 2 players on him, and I wasn't really marking that guy. I should have left the keeper in and just let my defenders sort him out. And it was a simple tapping goal for Robinho. You know, they passed it to him, and because the keeper wasn't there, he's just going to tap it in, isn't he? Which was really annoying, really. I didn't think he'd do that. I mean, that's something you'd see online, but you wouldn't really see it from the computer. And that makes it 1-1, and just before half time, they decide to make it 2-1. Really frustrating. Robinho again, he's a pretty good player. You know, on all my team, he's got like 88 pace, I know. He's got pretty good dribbling as well. That's just because I've been using him lately, that's how I know. And Balotelli absolutely smashes it into the back of the net. That is awesome to see. 20th goal of all competitions. He's playing outstanding. He's a really, really good striker. If you're wondering, good striker to use, he's absolutely outstanding. and that makes it 2-2, and that is how that one ended. I was pretty annoyed. Two goals, away goals for them in the Champions League is really bad. It means that basically I've got to win or at least get 2 goals when we go there to the San Siro, which is going to be quite a difficult task. They are really difficult team to play against. I mean, they don't have any beast players anymore. I bought Boateng off them. They sold Thiago Silva and Ibra. But here we have the second part of this. I think there was a game that I just simmed in it because I was like, it's not going to be that interesting of a game, and I'm sure you guys want to see the outcome of these. And yeah, it's at the San Siro, and I needed a win if I wanted to go through. And unfortunately, we get off to a bad start here. Is that Pato? No, it's Emmanuelson. See what I mean? I can't pronounce names. Just before half time, he gets them 1-0 up, it was annoying. It was good over the top 3 ball, to be fair. Lovely little ball, and our defenders didn't really deal with it as well as I'd hoped. So I gave them the 3-2. And again, I lose certain clips, and I lost that one. Ramos got sent off in the 90th minute, but they won 2-0, which means we are going out of the Champions League. And yeah, they won 4-2 in aggregate. It was really disappointing to give out, to be honest. I mean, I was really hoping for the Champions League and Premier League victories, but that's not what happened. And Joe Hart came up with this. Okay, Ross, I've been thinking long and hard about this some time. He decided that he needs to leave to put him on the transfer list, which is really disappointing. I mean, he's one of the players at Manchester City that I just will never really want to sell. I mean, I'm probably doing 2 or 3 seasons with them, and he's just like, I don't want to sell him. He's like 87 rated or something like that. And I was really disappointed that he gave me this message, but I was thinking, we'll see what happens. Players often say that and then they change their mind or whatever. And I was hoping he did the same, because he's a really good keeper, and there are a few better keepers in Lloris and probably Neuer. But he's a pretty awesome keeper. I love using him, and I love him in real life. He's a great keeper for England and Man City. He's having a bit of a bad run of form lately though. And here we got a game against Everton away. So at I know the stadium. I've forgotten it though. Anyway, Milan gets them off to a 1-0 head start, which is pretty bad. I mean, we are conceding early. Quite well, not early, but we are letting them concede first. No, letting them score first, making us concede first, which is pretty frustrating. And 85th minute, I was thinking the game's over, we're going to lose. Xavi Garcia, not someone who gets too many goals, but he got us a goal there, which is always good to see. And I was pretty happy with that. I mean, I was pretty surprised he scored, to be honest. But it finished 1-1, and now we've got a game at Old Trafford against our big rivals in this, Manchester United. I knew it would be a tough game. They've got the likes of Van Persie and Rooney and stuff. A pretty decent team, actually. And I knew it would be a tough game, but I was still optimistic. And again, we're letting them score first, which is pretty annoying. Kagawa, nice bit of dribbling, and he just smashed it into that bottom corner. And I didn't have really a response to it. And that was only 12 minutes in there, so I knew, I was like, it's not game over at this point. And it really wasn't, only 14 minutes in. And Aguero using a burst of pace to get past defenders, which is what you need in a striker on the higher difficulties. I think you need the burst of pace. The dribbling is good on the low difficulties, but it's the pace that will get you past the absolutely great defenders. But yeah, he used his pace to get past them and get a shot out, because quite often you'll get into a phase where you get it to the edge of the area and you can't shoot, but that's not happened there. And I thought Gareth Bale would take this, but I decided not to. I decided, you know what, I'm not that good at free kicks, so I just passed it to Richards, and Richards smashed it in the back of the net. That made it 2-1 to us, Man City, against United, which is awesome. Richards, he's pretty good at those close range kicks because he's got such good power on it. And I thought I might score. I was like, it's that position. The defenders give me too much space, really. And that is actually how the game finished. 2-1 to City, which is a big win. It's always good to get a win over the rivals, and it's always good to kind of, win the derby matches. It's always nice to see. So guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, could you leave a like rating, and I'll catch you all next time.